Awkward silences and how to prevent them. 25 tactics to engage, captivate, and always know what to say. Written by Patrick King. Narrated by Joe Hempel. Introduction. I wish I could say that I'm immune to awkward silences, but that would be a huge lie. I fall prey to them or create them just as much as anyone else. But I also know how to handle and recover from them seamlessly. The occasion that changed the way I view conversation and awkward silence occurred a few years ago and was eye-opening. A friend of mine had returned from what she described as a life-changing trip. It took her around the Middle East and lasted for about 60 days. She experienced how vastly different women were treated around the world, and saw firsthand the absurdly rich and the heartbreakingly impoverished, often on the same street. You'd think I'd be incredibly fascinated to hear about her experiences and new self-insights, but I had just gotten a new job and was awash with a sense of self-importance and self-discovery. In hindsight, there probably wasn't going to be enough airspace for both of us to sufficiently speak. So there was either going to be a clash, or someone was going to have to sacrifice. When we met for dinner, I didn't ask very many questions about her trip. I got a couple of stories out, but for the most part kept bringing the conversation back to my new job and how it was affecting my life. The more I talked about myself, the more I noticed her mood shifting. Awkward. When we first sat down, she was bursting at the seams to tell me about the intricacies of Middle Eastern cultures, but her mood became more and more sullen and withdrawn. We would constantly interrupt each other, trying to get a word in edgewise. Awkward. The more I shared about myself, the better I felt, but that came at the cost of preventing her from doing the same. Every conversation, even between close friends, has limited airspace. I had polluted the airspace with statements and stories about me and prevented her from being able to do the same. We kept interrupting each other, and silence ensued as we slowly realized that we weren't getting what we wanted out of the conversation, to share and be validated. The conversation left us feeling unfulfilled and slightly annoyed. Most definitely awkward. With the bad taste in my mouth remaining for the rest of the week, I was forced to re-examine how I approached others, and how people engaged in a general sense. What caused awkward silence or covert conflict? For most,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?